Welcome back, fans of Colorado Mesa Athletics. You are now tuning in to Maverick Postgame, where you'll be updated on all the highlights, stats, and analysis of your Colorado Mavs.
Hello everyone, I'm Ryan Viller.
And I'm Justin Platt. Let's take a look at all the action that took place this week involving our very own Colorado Mavs. The Colorado Mesa University women's soccer team, 4-4-1, 2-3-1 in RMAC, tied 1-1 with Regis University Friday night at the Regis match pitch. Kristen Kappen put the Mavericks on the board first in the 52nd minute with the help of Ryan Parker, who recorded her second assist of the season. Regis tied the match in the 88th minute to send the game into overtime, where the game settled 1-1. Kappen, who is a Colorado native, recorded the first goal of her career in just her second appearance in the Maverick uniform. The freshman forward had only played in one game at the beginning of the season against UT Permain Basin prior to this match. Despite being outshot 21-7, the Mavericks limited the Rangers to just 6 shots in goal and took 5 themselves. Camry Gunderson played every minute in the net for this Mavericks match and recorded 5 saves. The Rangers and the Mavericks each took 1 shot on goal in the second overtime. They were denied by their respective goalkeepers. The Mavs then bounced back Sunday, shutting out Black Hills State 2-0 to improve to 2-3-1 on the season in Rocky Mountain Athletics Conference and 5-4-1 overall. Alex Allard and Lexi Newton each recorded goals in the second half to secure the Mavericks' 5th win of the season. This match marks the Mavericks' second shutout of the season. The Mavericks defense limited the Yellow Jackets to 0 shots in the first half and only 3 shots in the second. Camry Gunderson recorded 1 save this match as BHSU only took 1 shot on the goal. That occurred during the second half. Just after the second half started, Allard recorded her second goal of the season off a cross pass from Ryan Parker, who assisted her 3rd goal of the season. Following that goal, Lexi Newton scored her 2nd goal of the season during the 52nd minute. The Mavericks outshot the Yellow Jackets 17-8 on Sunday and totaled 8 shots on goal. The Mavericks will return home next weekend for one match against Western on Sunday at 1 p.m. on Walker Field.
Senior middle Camille Smith and junior setter Aaron Norwood each had career milestones on what was an otherwise difficult night for the CMU volleyball team. The Mavs hosted MSU Denver, where both teams ranked in the top 3 in RMAC standings going into Friday's match. The Roadrunners hit .319 as a team and had a 9-3 advantage in blocks as they improved to 10-3 overall while maintaining their undefeated streak of 5-0. Whereas the Mavericks were held to just .088 hitting and fell to 8-6 overall and to 4-2 in the RMAC. CMU had come into the Auraria Event Center just a half match behind the Roadrunners and tied with Regis for 2nd place in the RMAC standings. On a more positive note, Smith, a 2018 first-team All-RMAC and ABCA Honorable Mention All-American, recorded 6 kills and a pair of blocks and now has 501 career kills. Norwood finished with 15 assists and went over the 1,000 mark for her career. She now has 1,006. The Mavericks had just 31 kills as a team and committed 21 hitting errors, 12 of which were unforced. Despite the loss, the Mavs bounced back Saturday afternoon against Chadron State, defeating them 3-2. 5 Colorado Mesa University players recorded 11 or more kills, while 2 had double-doubles as the balanced Mavericks outlasted a pesky Chadron State College Eagle squad to record a 5-set Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference volleyball win on Saturday night here at the Chicoine Center. The Mavericks, who have now won 4 of their last 5 matches, had 2 potential match points in the 3rd set, but failed to close out the Eagles then and were eventually taken to 5 sets, where they had to overcome a 2-point deficit in the 15-12 deciding set. Both teams hit .176, although the Mavericks had a big 102-84 advantage in digs to make up for a large 17-8 Eagle advantage in blocking. Offensively, the Mavericks, 9-6, 5-2 in RMAC, had a 70-52 advantage in total kills as Casey Guilford led the charge with a match-high 16 kills. Meanwhile, Camille Smith and Katie Scher each recorded 13 kills, while redshirt junior Haley Crane matched her career high with 12 on the pin. The Mavericks evened their road record at 3-3 and their 5-set record at 1-1 with Saturday's win. They will continue a 4-match road swing next weekend, playing at Colorado Christian, who is 6-9 overall and 2-5 in RMAC. This will be occurring in Lakewood on Friday, October 11th.
The Mavericks football team got outplayed Saturday against the Colorado School and Mines Ore Diggers. The 13th ranked Ore Diggers racked up 595 yards of total offense in a 56-20 win over the Colorado Mesa Mavs on Saturday afternoon at Stocker Stadium in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference matchup. Colorado Mesa, 2-3, 2-2 in RMAC, fell behind 28-0 before they got on the board for the first time in the second quarter. Christopher Brown scored his first touchdown of the season after hauling in a pass from Aaron Howard for a 38-yard score. Brown broke out for the first time this season with 3 catches for 46 yards and a score in his third game of the season. The Mavericks scored later in the second quarter as Howard found Tevin Lambert for his first touchdown of the season to make it 35-14 just before half. Aaron Howard hooked up with KJ Sapp for the Loans tour of the third quarter by either team. Sapp hauled in a 1-yard TD pass for the score. The sophomore finished with a team-high 5 catches for 64 yards and the score. Howard replaced a banged-up Hayden Bollinger late in the first quarter and finished 12-29 for 146 yards and 3 touchdowns. Colorado Mesa was limited to 188 total yards on the day. Freshman Justin White continued to impress on defense and in special teams. White picked off a John Matocha late in the second quarter for his second pick in as many weeks. Senior Mason Newton led the Maverick defense with 8 tackles, including a pair of sacks and a quarterback hurry. Mines Harlan Hill, hopeful running back Cameron Mayberry finished with 192 yards and 2 touchdowns on 21 carries. As a team, the Mavs finished with 146 passing yards, 42 rushing yards, 6 penalties for 50 yards, 12 first downs opposed to the Ore Diggers' 26, were 4 of 14 on third down, and only had the ball for 24 and a half minutes. The Mavericks will have a chance to rebound next week as they will remain home to take on Fort Lewis Skyhawks at 7 p.m. at Stocker Stadium.
During the game, I went down to the field to see what a few fans thought of our Mavs football team in our very first Maverick Postgame All Access.
I'm Ryan Biller, and I'm reporting from Stoker Stadium. The game's not looking too great, and joining me is
Alex Shink.
Alex. You having a good time?
Yeah, I'm having a great time. My parents are here with me right now.
So it's Parents Weekend. What do your parents think about the game?
They think that Mavs are doing what they can right now, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. So have you been to very many football games before?
Yeah, I've been to all 3 of the home games.
And how are those compared to this one?
They're all pretty fun, I'd say. This one is okay.
What are some of the more fun things that you do at these football games?
The tailgating.
The tailgating?
Yes.
Yeah, I hear the tailgating is very fun. So there you have it.
I'm receiving input on several more CMU sporting events in the future. Well, that wraps it up for this week of Maverick Postgame. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm your host, Justin Platt.
And I'm Ryan Biller.
And you guys have yourselves a amazing day.